Tommaso Nation, if you're looking for that great long weekend ride or race bike, I want to show you the Tommaso Mondial. This is our double-butted aluminum with a carbon fork bicycle, Shimano equipped, and we'll get into that in a little bit. Double-butted tubing is nice as it takes away some of the weight, as this is what they call a straight gauge tube or a plain gauge tube. The material is taken out in the middle, away from the stress points, thus making for a lighter bike, sometimes up to 3 ounces lighter over a competitor's bike. So we have a compact aluminum frame, and by compact you can see this area here is sloped down a little tighter. What that does is it lowers the center of gravity, fits a wider size of riders, and it makes for a really quick handling bike. I really love descending on this bike as well as climbing. All that power and the shorter frame geometry here transfers everything to the rear wheel better. It just tracks better, loves to corner all day long. So it's like, driving a Ferrari down the mountain. Carbon fork is great, and then it absorbs all the road buzz. As you go over chatter on the road, of course it goes to the wheels right to the fork, which in turn will go right to your hands and shoulders. The carbon fork takes care of all that, and when you're fresher, you'll ride longer and you'll feel better, and of course be more alert and just have a better time. So that's the chassis of the bike. Let's get into some of the components. We'll start here with the newly designed Shimano 105 shifters. It's nice now that the 105 level has removed the external cable and housing, and now it goes under the handlebar tape. It's a much cleaner look, and of course it's trickle-down technology from the Dura Ace, which went to Ultegra, which has now gone to the 105. So we have the 105 shifters. The blade is shaped a little differently than before. It fits the hands really well, fits smaller hands better. And this is a 2x10 speed bike, so you're getting 20 total gears. Those are attached to our Shimano Tommaso aluminum TRS handlebar and stem, and our Tommaso cozy tape. I'm really picky about handlebar tape, so we really worked on this to get it just right. It's not over bulky and heavy, but it really absorbs a lot of the road buzz. Once again, less buzz from the road, more comfortable the rider. Follow that back to the FSA Omega compact chainring. We do a lot of compacts at Tommaso because we believe in them. The 5034 is paired up with a 1225 cassette. That gives you enough gearing to get just about anywhere. You can pound the downhills and the flats, but when it comes time to go up the mountains and the hills, you have that nice 34 as opposed to some bikes will have a 39, and that's just too steep of a gear for most people. The idea is to spin and find a nice rhythm, not to be crunching gears. So the compacts are great, and once they arrived on the market years ago, after they had some publicity being used by Tyler Hamilton in the Tour de France, who was climbing up hills, they really took off. So we're a big fan of the compact. External bearings on this crank as well sets the bearings farther apart, and they're larger. Gives you a more stable platform. More stability, more power transfer, more speed at the wheel, the faster you can drop your friends on the weekend. Shimano, the new Ultegra rear derailleur. Back here, 10-speed rear derailleur with a 105, and once again paired up the 105 shifters. We have Hutchinson tires. I've been using these. I raced on these at Ironman. I raced the local Roubaix Boulder on them. Hutchinson tires have been nothing but fantastic, and we continue to use them throughout most of the line. We have a great partnership with them. That's the Equinox 700 by 23 Kevlar folding tire, nice lightweight responsive tire that sticks like glue on the road. And our new Alex A-Class AKX 1.0 wheel set. It's a nice alloy wheel set with machine braking surfaces, helps dissipate heat and get sure handling in either the wet or the dry. Match those up with our Tektro replaceable cartridge pad brakes for sure stopping power. And to finish things off, we go into our Tommaso TRS seat post and our newly designed TRS Tommaso racing saddle. Super comfortable saddle. I've spent thousands of miles on this, so I stand behind the saddle, or I should say I sit behind this saddle. So for a person looking for a bike to do an MS-150, to go after their friends on the weekend ride, or race, criteriums or road races, this machine does so much. It's a great bike in our line, and this is Tommaso Mondial.